Hey, no wonder Neil Oliver doesn't like statute law, which is meant to be like, Magna Carta and the Bill of Rights, which is meant to be law that judges, ministers, and councillors have to obey. Yes, there are laws that they have to comply with as well. Ministers shall not do this. Judges shall not do that. Councillors shall not do this and that. It's illegal. Oh, ministers can't subvert the liberties of the realm. Well, why are you doing it then? Yes, how else could they do it? By not giving you your liberties. How would they not give you them? Well, they take them away, or they pretend you don't have them, or say that they don't exist, or lie. There are a number of ways. Yes, by changing the law. Oh, but they've got a right to change the law. No, not the statute laws. They don't change it. But anyway, I don't think that's why Neil Oliver doesn't like statute law. Check this out. Egyptians. Check this out, Oliver. I bet the SNP will like this one. They'll soon be giving you your free speech back if we go back to these laws, because I don't think that SNP would end up being in Parliament. Persons calling themselves Egyptians shall not be suffered to come into the realm, and the Egyptians here to depart the realm on pain of imprisonment, forfeiture of their goods. Ha! So, you'd be lucky if you could abuse any of them, because there won't be any of them here to abuse. So, you don't get any hate crimes because there ain't anyone here to hate. And you can be quite pleasant about proceedings. There's no hate in that. If you, almost like in America, isn't it? When they're, like people coming over the border from Mexico, if you ain't got a criminal record, then we'll give you a free plane to LA. If you've got a criminal record, then we'll deport you straight out. But, there's no hate here. It's all very peaceful and pleasant, shake your hand. Oh, there you are. Do you have a criminal record, sir? Can I help you? Oh, yes, you do. Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. Could I help you with your bags and your luggage? Yes, Mr. SNP leader. Pass your bags here, sir. It's very kind. Well, it's lovely to meet you. Yes, I'll give you a hand with your bags onto the escalator if you'd kindly follow that exit down there with Mr. Sunak and get on the plane and get back on the plane to Egypt, and I'll see you later. Okay, have a nice day now. No hate here. Bye-bye. I'm sorry, it's just the law. We love murderers. It's the jury. Would you like to return the verdict of your conscience of the murder of the said victims? Yes, we find them not guilty, Your Honour. We love murderers. Funny, isn't it? Well, not really funny, but so yeah, Egyptians weren't. Someone said that, I think it was Howard Crower said that gypsies is from Egyptians, gypsies, but I always thought they always call it Roman gypsies and then gypsies. I've always thought gypsies were like Russians, Transylvania, the steppes, Russia, considered, possibly even Silk Road, but Howard Crower says that they're Egyptians, but they weren't even allowed any Egyptians. Maybe that's why they were gypsies, they were illegal here. So, no hate crimes here. Not departing the realm in 40 days after the proclamation of this act to be deemed felons, criminals. Well, that's what they're doing with tramps now, isn't it? That's what they're doing with tramps. That's what the education secretary, lovely lady, the education secretary. What a lovely woman! What a nice, lovely woman. Felons. So Today, tramps. Tomorrow, the world. Yesterday, Egyptians. Today, the homeless, tramps, victims. And then tomorrow, all and every citizen. You will all be felons, and you will all have to be condemned, hunted down by the sentinels, and judged, not by your peers, because we've already been judged, because they filmed you. And now the police chief will say, well, you know, if you accept this conditional offer of imprisonment, you know, you won't get a free trial in a magistrate's court by jury. And this is my conditional offer, you know. Consent to prison, consent, submit, accept. We've got you on video, you know. There are only humans left when this finished. I'm going to clean up this town of humans. I think the police chief needs to quit while he's ahead, or while he's got ahead. So lucky that we've still got heads. At least they weren't hanging Egyptians. I don't think they were hanging them, were they? Oh, that's not the Turk's Head, is it? Is that the Turk's Head pub? Is that the Turk's Head pub? There's one of those in Lincolnshire, isn't there? The Turk's Head. I always wondered why they called it the Turk's Head. Now I know. Bloody hell. They weren't joking when they called it the Turk's Head. I thought it was something to do with gypsies coming over, or something. I don't know, a bit of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, innit, you know? Christian! Oh yeah, he came back over with me, didn't he? Christian, in the blind man. How do you get identified as an Egyptian anyway? Do they have passports there or what? Well, you know, this is the government. This isn't even us. This is not even us. This is the government. We might have been actually wanting Egyptians to come over. Some people might have been putting them up in their houses. Some people might have been feeding them or buying their goods. Some people might have been friendly to them. Might not have been any hate crime. Might have been the government who outlawed them. You know? Not going to be much outlawing them with the Turk's Head, is it? Could have called it the Sunak's Arms. Could be the Sunak's Arms. Or Pritish Patel. Pritish Patel. Or Suella's Braverman. Or the Turk's Head. What are the Scottish Government doing with that act even? It can't even be serious, can it? It's not even a serious act. This is a serious act. But this is what... do you know what? This is what... This is what SNP are doing to us. You know? In your own house. You know? You know, your own private conscience. Your own private conversations in your house. You know? I'm quite sure that they might actually ban English people soon from England. We might be banned from his own country. They might be. That's one thing that they couldn't do, banish people. But I'm starting to think that they might be doing it soon. They might bring it in. In fact, if they got it, actually, if the SNP just get rid of fines and get rid of imprisonment. It'll solve the problem, because they can just deport all Scottish people. If they bring back deportation, what they could do, the SNP, is anyone who doesn't behave within their own house how they would want us to behave, they just deport us. So you could just deport Scottish people from their homeland, and then it'll solve the immigration problem and overcrowding and overpopulation, and we'll just be left with SNP. It'll just be the SNP in Scotland, and there'll be plenty of room then. In fact, by the time we're finished, we might have swapped. We might just end up swapping countries with the, we'll maybe just send all the Scots over to Egypt and bring all the Egyptians over to Scotland, and then there's no problems. We'll do like swapping football shirts. We could just do like a foreign exchange, voluntarily for the police chief. You know, he could just film us all, And then we won't have any peers to be judged by, because, like, you know, the way the police chief's going, you don't get judged by anyone except for a camera and the police chief's conditional offer. I've caught you. You're guilty. Confess and accept. Consent, submit, accept.